Hello, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Winnie and I'm doing content on DIYs on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I transformed my ceiling from this to this. I'll insert a photo. Let's begin. As much as this is a DIY channel, I needed to get help, so I hired help because this is a 2 months job. Yesterday he's a carpenter, he came and we took some measurements of the pieces of wood that we need because we need extra pieces of wood to support our ceiling so that it does not hang. We need some wood to add a few pieces of wood across and some along the wall to support the plywood. I'm going to be using plywood and I have 5 pieces of plywood that are 4 feet by 8 feet long, 5 of them, and I've already primed them with a white base coat. I went in with 2 coats of a white base coat. And also this morning I bought pieces of wood. Okay, we needed a total of 40 feet. Correction, we needed a total of 80 feet pieces of wood, and the wood was supposed to be, okay, I bought 3-inch, it was 3 by 2-inch, and then the 3 part was split in half, so I have 1.5 by 2-inch by 10 feet long. So I have four of them, so that it comes to a total of 40 feet. Yeah, and I'm just hoping that the plywood that I have is going to be enough. So my guy is on his way. Not my guy. The person who is helping me with that job is on his way coming, and before he gets here I want to clear off anything that's going to be in our way, so let me do that as I wait for him to come. But enjoy this video. I bought a pack of 3-inch concrete nails and also 3-inch nails and also 1-inch ceiling nails. This is the ceiling before we do anything to it. Like I said, this is a 2 months job, so I had to hire help. Yesterday I called an electrician because, yeah, let me show you. I called an electrician because this bulb was around here, but I wanted to move it here so that it will be central to this table, to my table. So he did that. He moved it from there, from around here to there, and then he left this one hanging because I also want another bulb holder to come around here. So here there's a piece of wood that we are going to be adding. So after we are done fixing that, I'll call back the electrician so that he places this, he connects this wire here and fixes a bulb holder, because I want another light here to be center of this couch. As you can see, we've already added all the pieces of wood that we needed to add. Now that we're done bladdering, it's now time to install the ceiling. On the next day, I made a paste using wood glue, that's wood glue, and filler, so that I can patch up some holes. I attempted to patch up for a while before giving up. I was so tired and bored. You'll see me using different techniques, including using the fingers to apply, but I was just so tired after that. Not to blow my own horn, but can we just take a minute and appreciate how much better I'm getting at painting? I mean, I'm not even using tape and I'm not getting the paint on the wall. Good morning, it's a new day. Yesterday, that's what I managed to do. And now today, this is what we have. These are all the paint samples that I have. Yeah, in a minute I'll show you what I'm trying to do. Crown paint. Mbona mnatuwekeanga hizi papers ndani ya paint? That's me looking for the best color combination. After I settled for the combinations that I wanted, you'll see me mixing a bunch of colors. I also want to mention that you don't have to buy all the paint colors that you require or you need. You can just, at times you can just mix colors and form a color using the basic colors that you have, or primary colors. And also, if you have a hardware near you, you see the hardware that you go and have them mix for you the color that you're looking for. Where you go look for a color in their chart, and then you tell them this is the color that I want, and then they mix that color for you with their machine. You can also go to such a hardware and borrow the empty containers of the pigment, whatever they use to make for you that paint. It's called a pigment. So you can just go and tell them to give you the containers that they are no longer using, the containers that they are done with, and then you can scrape off that pigment. And a little goes a long way. Once you mix it with white paint, just a little of it goes a long way, and you can make so many colors using those pigments. These are all the paint combinations that I got. I'm going to add the combinations. Now let's get started. Okay, let me now start explaining what I was doing. I'd make an outline of an irregular shape and then fill it in with one paint and then go in with another different paint, color of paint, and make some strokes with it. Remember, I was trying to achieve a cloud, so I had to make some variations of different colors, and also I also had to shade and make sure that I have lightness and also darkness in some parts, so that my cloud was not all solid. Remember, a cloud should not be all solid. It should show variation of shades, lighter shades and darker shades. A lot of the work I did off camera, and here is where I feel as if this was a learning curve. I started to notice that on the lower side of the ceiling, since I was filling in everywhere, every single inch of that ceiling I had filled it with color, I started to notice that it was a bit too busy, so I decided on the upper part of the ceiling. Remember that this ceiling is slopey because I followed the profile of the roof, so I have one part that is higher than the other. There's one part of the roof where the headroom is higher than the other part, so on the side where the headroom is high, I decided that I'm not going to be filling in every inch of the ceiling, so I'd make an outline and then leave a little, like I was filling in bit by bit. Like I'd make one outline here, make a shape here, and then skip to another part, and so on and so forth. Hey, but see, I can paint. Call me Picasso. As I said, this was a learning process. I began to experiment and I realized that I could dab with a piece of cloth. I would also spread the paint and wipe it down in a circular motion to create that cloud-like effect. About 18 hours into this and I was still not done. My whole body was tired and in so much pain, and I was wondering why I torture myself so much. This was by far the most difficult thing I've ever done, and I have pushed a 13-inch head down my a little bit am I'm down to the last cloud. For this one, I decided to make a monochrome using blue, purple and pink paint. I'll dip my paintbrush in water, then brush it through the painted area while it was still wet to make it lighter, and I would also add white paint to make sure that there was a variation of lightness. Then I'll dab paint, mostly white paint or a lighter shade of the same color, using both a paintbrush and pieces of cloth to create a variation of shapes, and in the end to create clouds. Here are the final results, and they only took me about a week of sweat, pain and agony, but I hope you enjoyed. We've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching until the end. As usual, I had so much fun creating this video. I hope it was entertaining to you. I hope you also had fun watching it. But comment down below and tell me how I did. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on it and share it. See you on the next one. Peace. Bye.